Starting five, and it's Barkley in at the small forward position. And for Washington, we've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Young in at the 2. Still in the early stages of the season here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it... Never hurts to take a beat.
So Toronto will get the first possession. Pass to Barkley. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Here's Young. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Polanese. Now here's Parker. Pass to Barkley. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Kuzi. Young from long range. Sinks the tray.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Pass to Polanese. Toronto passing it around. Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. Here's Polanese. 4 on the clock. Here's Parker. Misses in close. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. There's the steal. That's tipped. Here's Kuzi. Parker defending. Walton's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Barkley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuzi with the rebound. Barkley's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Pass to Korver. Puts up a deep 3. And again, Toronto, no good.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Barkley. Here's Polynice. Fades back. And Walton pulls it down.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Here's Leonard. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Just incredible touch from the interior. Kawhi Leonard more than capable in that painted area.
A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. The Wizards, number 1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Barkley. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Korver, guarded by Young. Korver passes to Parker. 6 to shoot.
They haven't had that much success in the paint.
And again, Toronto no good to the paint. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team. They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Back to Parker. Now Young with a steal. Here's Leonard. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Korver. Here's Barkley. To get back on track. Polynice no good.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Barkley. No good from outside.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
And he's going for the lob. Here's Korver. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Oh, how about the dive? You love that unselfishness.
Leonard outside. From the arc. On target from range. Leonard's got 5 points.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to Parker. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Washington. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
And it's a completely new group for Washington. And so here is Toronto, a 12-point game.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Now here's Henderson.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Henderson.
And it's Wizards ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Pass to Ginobili. Fires the three. Drains the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Henderson outside. Here's Caldwell. Back to Henderson from outside the arc. Stojakovic grabs the board. Washington leading by 13. Here's Ginobili. Pass to Allen. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Raptors ball.
Toronto's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Here's Caldwell. No made baskets yet. And it's Tavares missing.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Allen a screen. Down low. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Henderson. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
Wilkins. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's Wilkins. That one's good for 2. And the Wizards lead by 15.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Washington has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Caldwell. No points yet. Clock at 6. Pass to Tavares. This one for 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Washington leading by 14. Here's Abdul Rauf. It's hauled in by Henderson.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Caldwell. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
To me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Washington going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So for the Raptors right now. And it's Barkley in at the 3. Offensive rebound. Yep, count it.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Kuzi. To the inside. Lambier. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Barkley. Barkley. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. That shot's good by Parker.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Here's Wilkins. They set the screen. Shoots from 14. Toronto grabs the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at Washington in this one. It's Parker on the attack. Uses the glass on the layup. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Wilkins. Offline with a baseline jumper. To the middle. And the deficit down inside single digits.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's Stojakovic. And again, Washington, no good.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Got it. 6 points for him.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Kuzi.
Raptors foul.
The Wizards making a switch here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Walton. 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get off a shot. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Toronto with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10 to 2. Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. Takes it inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Toronto calls time here. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. Fourth, the Wizards.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Barkley. And the layup is good off the glass. Barkley's got his second bucket on the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Bowen. Here's Kuzi. Parker defending. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 6. Kuzi. Pass to Bowen. The 3 is up. Rebound Toronto. Polonese has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Korver. Parker outside. Pass to Barkley. Good work defensively by Leonard.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Leonard, a threat from deep.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. Barkley, that's good. Barkley's got 6 points.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Here's Kuzi. Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. And again, Washington with a triple. One thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Now here's Parker. 9 points in his last outing. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Bowen. Here's Kuzi. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Pass to Parker. Here's Barkley. Who poked away. It's stolen by Leonard. And it's Washington on the break. And Leonard throws it down hard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Raptors trail by 13. Pass to Barkley. Here's Korver. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Connects from downtown. 5 points in the game.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Walton passes to Bowen. Pass to Leonard. Leonard just muscles his way in.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Parker outside. Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. Here's Barkley. 6 points for him. Over Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Washington.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Wizards leading by 10. Pass to Ginobili. Here's Abdul Rauf. Ginobili. Pass to Walton. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Barkley. The rebound by Allen.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
Young, the pass to Abdul Rauf. Back to Young. The 3 is up. Oh, Young! He's money from deep.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Back to you guys.
All about that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so it's Washington with it. Toronto making their last shot. Walton passes to Ginobili from 6 feet away. The bank shot, no good. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Levens. The rebound by Allen. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ginobili gets the bucket. Ginobili's got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
17 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Henderson. Here's Barkley. Up and in on the layup. Barkley's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Washington, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Guys, reading the defense is something that he's pretty good at. Thanks so much, Trey.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Toronto Raptors.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah, lazy D. They'll need to play with much higher energy in the second half.
Moving on now to discuss the small forward clash that we saw in the first half of this one.
These two guys, we thought they'd bring it tonight. It has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Wizards leading by 13. We've got Trae Young, and it's Walton in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Leonard inside. Rebound, Toronto. Barkley's got 4 rebounds now. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Kuzi. No luck on that one. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Korver. Toronto passing it around. Here's Polynice. Young with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Young. Here's Kuzi. Parker defending. Leonard outside. They set the pick. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. He has 6.
Boy, when asked to take on this role, guys, Kawhi Leonard has proven to be a reliable facilitator.
Here's Barkley. He's got 10. Pass to Parker. Kuzi with the rebound. Kuzi's got 4 rebounds now.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
And here's Young. The 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Polynice has got his 5th rebound in this one.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Back to Parker. Here's Barkley. And the Raptors miss again.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Stripped it away. Here's Korver, guarded by Young. Pass to Parker.
Wizards foul.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
changing it up here. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's the look. Broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Raptors.
And they haven't been taking many deep threes. Instead, focusing on taking closer shots and taking the right shots when they become available within the scheme of the offense.
It's stolen by Leonard. Jumps up, and the dunk by Leonard.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Raptors trail by 17. Parker outside. To the left wing. Pulls it from 20. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Lambier.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Parker outside. Pass to Korver to win the cold spell. The offensive rebound.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board, and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Leonard, left side, jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Polanese. Polanese has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Young, the pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
This is where the release point on Kawhi Leonard's jumper makes a difference. That's beautiful.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Jaquez. Clock at 6. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Stojakovic passes to Kuzi. Pass to Stojakovic. Leonard outside. From deep three-point land. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Outside Jaquez. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Washington leading by 14. Pass to Lambier. Here's Wilkins. It's hauled in by Henderson. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Jaquez, the pass to Henderson. Here's Caldwell. Drops in the 3. Caldwell's got 5 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's the pick. Down low. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Allen, he's checked in for Washington.
Peja Stojakovic. 1 shot.
And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Raptors trail by 14. Henderson for 3. They get it again. Barkley, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Wilkins. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Barkley. 12 points for him. Henderson outside. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Here's Ginobili. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Scoot Henderson. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Wizards, Manu Ginobili. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Barkley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barkley's got 14 points.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Ginobili, no good.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Abdul Rauf. Parker defending. Here's Wilkins. Toronto grabs the miss. Polynice has got rebound number 8 now. Here's Barkley. 14 points for him. Pass to Korver. Here's Barkley. Clock at 4. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Barkley's got 6 points in the quarter. Wizards leading by 6. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
Number 28. First person
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for the Wizards, Manu Ginobili. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And so here is Toronto. They trail by 7. Pass to Barkley. Here's Polynice. Here's Barkley. 16 points for him. 6 to shoot. Fires top of the key. The rebound by the Wizards. Here's Wilkins. Left side Young. Here's Walt. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Washington closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors trail by 7. So for the Raptors right now. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
First one falls for him. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Washington leading by 5. Leonard on the wing. There's a screen. Lets the three fly. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Parker outside. Pass to Barkley. Shot clock at 6. The shake. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Barkley's got 10 points in just the second half. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Kawhi Leonard right now is cooking, folks. This guy has got a rhythm, and you better watch out.
Pass to Barkley. Takes a 3. Rebound Washington. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Leonard for 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's Barkley. Beyond the arc. That one no good.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Walton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
I just love the ball movement.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Washington, Bill Walton. Shooting 1.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Raptors trail by 14. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. Here's Parker. And no good. The dry spell continues. Outside Young. Here's Kuzi. Back to Young. Launches it. That shot off the mark.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
To the paint. Here's Barkley. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And let's see what Washington has coming up. On Monday, they head out on the road to face the Mavericks in Dallas. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Pass to Kuzi. Back to Leonard. No one near him. And he hits the jumper. Leonard's got 30 points.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Parker outside. Pass to Polynice. And stolen by Leonard. They're running. Here's Kuzi. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for 1. Uzi.
And that one misses. Raptors trail by 18. And he drives in to halt the run. Barkley, that's good. Barkley's got 22.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Leonard. 5 on the clock. Fade away. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Barkley. Kuzi with a rebound. Kuzi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young against Parker. Young, the pass to Kuzi. Back to Young. From deep. No good.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Pass to Barkley. Toronto passing it around. Left side, Young. Here's Kuzi. Leonard for 3. The shot that time not on target. Here's Barkley. To the middle. Here's Polynice. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Polynice has got his first points of the game.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
To snap the cold streak. And there's Leonard on the assist from Young. 32 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Pass to Barkley. It's stolen by Leonard. There's Young with the 3. Excellent D there from Parker.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Stojakovic passes to Kuzi. Leonard outside. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Polynice. Polynice has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Timeout called, Raptors. Presentation of the player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
They were not playing well and were in desperate need of a win. He took this responsibility upon himself, and he delivered. Here's Kuzi. The Raptors making their last shot. They set the pick. He launches, knocks down the trifecta.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Parker outside. He drills the wide open jumper. Washington leading by 15. Outside Leonard.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Book it! Straight in!
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now here's Parker. Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. Another chance. That's in!
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Wizards.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And so here is Toronto, following the score by Washington. Parker outside. Here's Barkley. Leonard defending. He's off from three. And Washington with possession. Here's Ginobili. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard outside. Can't get the three. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Support is what makes this.
We'll trade leader.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. We've already seen some great plays from this year's rookie class, and there will surely be more to follow as we move through the month of November. Now let's look at the rookies leading the charge with their play in the Rookie of the Year race. And you look at Durant, he's coming out of the gate this year and playing so well. Third spot in our ranking, but with the way he's played, the sky's the limit for him.
And he's kicked off his rookie season in tremendous fashion, earning that number 3 spot on the list.
Yeah, well, look, he may have a couple of people ahead of him right now, but this guy's got great talent. You never know what can happen.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. We've got Bailey, Kevin McHale out there with Song. Then there's Richardson, and it's Christopher in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, they've got Harper. He's out there with Barry. And it's Unseld in at the 5, roaming the paint. As these early games, Coach, bring in a variety of new opponents. Rosters definitely get put to a test, don't they?
They sure do, Kevin. Every team hits you in a different way, and you've got to develop the proper counter punches. That's something that has to be focused on in these early games.
Here's Bailey. Pass to Richardson. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. No good from outside. Now, here's Harper, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Misses the reverse. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Bailey. That's tipped, and they get it back.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Outside Harper. Hits the 3-point bomb. Harper's got the first 3 points tonight for the Spurs.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, and now we get to see the counter play. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Wembanyama outside. Pass to Barry. Lets a floater go. Now here's Harper. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Bailey, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Barry. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Harper, no good.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Pass to Song. 11 feet away, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Barry. Over Bailey. San Antonio again missing. Pass to Richardson. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Christopher, that's good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 31 points a game last year, 14 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Well, it's because he's someone that understands his role. He plays with confidence and helps provide stability when he's on the floor.
Here's Wembanyama, still without a basket. Pass to Barry. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
No good from McHale.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Wembanyama passes to Barry. They could use a bucket. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And stolen by Song. Harper against Richardson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Offensive rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Barry the pass to Harper. Wembanyama outside. Here's Barry. Last game he had 12. Shot clock at 5. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just staying with it. Wembanyama saves the possession.
Richardson against Harper. Here's McHale. Pass to Christopher. Rebound San Antonio. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to Bailey. Richardson outside. Now here's McHale. Defended by Wembanyama. Richardson against Harper. The Cavaliers again can't hit. San Antonio trailing here. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Here's Christopher. 7 points in the game. Pass to Bailey. Here's Christopher. He's guarded by Harper. Driving the lane, and Harper slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. San Antonio on defense. They trail by 1. Here's Dampier. Christopher the pass to Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dampier. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And San Antonio shooting 33% here in the first quarter. From past the arc, Podziemski's shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Kicks it out to Garland. Takes the 3. Doesn't go for it.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's Durant on the wing. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And teams are going to be physical with Durant, but he looks like he's up for the challenge.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Inside. Christopher, that's good. Christopher's got 9.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Durant, the pass to Alford. Back to Durant. Puts up a 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. And we'll be back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Durant is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Castle. Then there's Barry. And it's Alford in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second one. That one drops for him. Sohan's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Spurs. Here's Garland. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Dampier. Outside Garland. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Here's Alford. And here is KD. Pass to Castle. His 3-pointers off the mark. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. They lead by 4. Here's Manning. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Barry. Here's Alford. The 3. It's rebounded by Manning. He takes it in with the floater. Rebound San Antonio. KD on the wing. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Barry. Back to KD. Pass to Alford. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Manning with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Spurs have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. San Antonio calls timeout. this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Spurs second.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, it's stolen by Bailey. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Sarr throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Six to shoot. Will it go? Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Richardson. There's a screen by McHale. Now Garland. Ball stolen. Now Harper. Outside, Katie. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Song. Bailey with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Bailey's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Let's give it up for your Spurs.
Here now to see the numbers for Garland. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 19 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Tough two from Durant. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything. But as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Spurs trail by 11. To the left wing. Here's Barry. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Barry's got his second basket of the night.
And for a scorer of Barry's talent, converting inside the paint can seem effortless.
To the inside. Bailey. Here's McHale. Takes it off the glass.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Spurs have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back to you, Kevin.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Pass to Harper. Here's Barry. KD on the wing. And it's off from three-point range.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering
Down the two-hand slam. Harper the pass to Durant. Back to Harper. Stolen by Garland. Here's Saw. Yes, that goes in. Saw's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Richardson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Saw the pass to Garland. It's tipped. Outside Harper. Over to the wing. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Bailey passes to Garland. No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 15. Outside, KD. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Harper with the steal. Barry the pass to him.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these unsell jams. There's just so much power to his game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Pass to Manning. Here's Christopher. Here's Manning. Over Wembanyama. Manning can't get it to go. Wembanyama passes to Harper. Back to Wembanyama. The offensive rebound. Here's Unseld, and he banks in the layup. Unseld's got 5.
Yeah, he's just relentless on the glass. Unseld turning the miss into points because of his activity down low. That's what you love to see from your big guy.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Here's Christopher. 9 points last game. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And so it's Cleveland, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league. Now, these are different from the standings as they also factor in a team's momentum at present. Shaq, you know something about momentum.
Who, me? Ernie, my game was all finesse and grace.
All about the feet work, right, big guy?
That's why they call me the Big Baryshnikov.
Did anyone actually call you that? Or maybe that's just what you called yourself when you're dancing around the house.
Hey, you watching me?
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name.
You know what? It is a debate. Were you a better rapper
Or you're a better DJ as you are today?
No, that's me, Kenny. DJ EJ. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And the Cavaliers with possession here. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Kevin McHale. Richardson is out there with Bailey. Then it's Saul, and it's Christopher in at the three. It's blocked. There's a screen by McHale. Drives to the hoop, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Cleveland shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Spurs trail by 14. Pass to Harper. Wide open look. Count it. Good. Harper's got 7 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for you.
Back to Richardson. Here's Saul. It's good. The assist that time from McHale. And that's now 10 points for Alex Saul. The Spurs shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
Wembanyama letting it go quick.
Down low. In transition, here come the Spurs. Pass to Barry. Clock at 4. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
McHale with a screen on Harper. Here's Richardson. Pass to Saul. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Buries it from 3-point range. 8 points for Ace Bailey.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there, then continuing to press the advantage.
The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. Cleveland leading by 14. And the big fella Alex Czar showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Count the basket. Czar's got 4 this quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And Wembanyama outside. Here's Barry. He has 7. Got a piece of it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bailey. Now McHale.
didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Barry the pass to Harper. Wembanyama with the bounce pass. Elbow shot is on the way. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Here's Christopher. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Christopher's got 14 points for the game. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. And again, unable to change momentum here. Wembanyama against Sarr. Pass to Christopher. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Richardson against Harper. Here's Barry. Launches a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Bailey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Christopher. He's got 14. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Christopher. Off target from outside. Spurs trailed by 21. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Pass to Barry. Takes a 3. San Antonio again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 21. To the paint. Here's Bailey. Here's Sarr. And here's Richardson. He's guarded by Harper. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Durant's checked in for San Antonio. Stephon Castle comes in for Barry. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And Garland comes to help. Wembanyama passes to Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. That one, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, Sohan fires from deep. Dampier pulls it in.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
To the inside. There's Garland. A rebound by the Spurs. KD passes to Wembanyama. Durant with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The 3 from Garland. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Christopher. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Inside. It's tipped. Garland against Harper. Pass to Christopher. Tries the spin move. Back to Garland. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Durant. Trying to get something going. Good as the jump shot ball. Durant's got 6.
He has got an incredible jump shot for that size. Durant's accurate from just about anywhere on the floor.
Garland, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up there to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside, KD. Castle on the wing. Pulls it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rose is out there with West. Then there's Alford. Then it's Bird, and it's Farmer in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Pass to Manning. Now Pajemski. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Alford. Unloads. It's rebounded by Manning. Cleveland's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Pass to Holmes. Here's Manning, defended by Kerr. The 17-footer. Manning can't get it to go.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Rose passes to West. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
His shot's it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Down low. Manning the pass to Holt. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Assistant.
And let's get your guys take now. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Here are the starters for Cincinnati. Tracy McGrady is out there with Johnson. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Reed in at the four-man position. Now, here is Havlicek. Back to McGrady. Pass to Robinson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Oh, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Reza Shea with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Elijah with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And it's Havlicek missing. The Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Boosie, the pass to Elijah. Now Cincinnati moving it up. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Elijah. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Elijah's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And the basket by Johnson.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
They retain possession. Elijah on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Knicks leading by 3. Elijah on the high post. Robinson on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on David Robinson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
The first free throw is good. And Olajuwon drops them both. Cincinnati trails by 5. Inside, poked away. Reed kicks to Johnson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Boosie, the pass to Olajuwon.
And now a moment to see the stats for Robinson. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 25 points per game, 13 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
I see no reason why he can't do it again. To a degree, they've structured their entire offense around him.
The Lions making a switch here. Owls checked in. Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
In a hostile environment like that, the bench energy can really make a difference for your starters.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Reed. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the paint. Here's Olajuwon, and the Knicks miss again. Cincinnati trails by 3. Havlicek outside. To the middle. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. New York shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Boosie, the pass to Olajuwon. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Olajuwon's got 14 points for the game. Johnson outside. Here's Howell. He's covered by DeBusschere. Here's McGrady. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And it's about the want to. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team.
Olajuwon with a screen on McGrady.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Three-pointer, Petrus. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, for them, this was a favorable matchup. These teams were really in different places last year.
The Knicks leading by 3. And taken away by Johnson. Pass to McGrady. To the inside. Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Petrus. 8 points his last outing. Back to Garland. Over McGrady. New York missing again. And he drives in. Wells' shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Back to Garland. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Shoots. Again, Cincinnati scores.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And so Garland will bring it up for New York. They trail by 3. Pass to Petrus. Here's Murray Boyle. Garland, that's for 2. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Cincinnati has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's a screen. McGrady against Garland. Pass to Wells. 5 to shoot. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac. Tracy McGrady. McGrady's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Murray Boyle. McGrady against Garland. Fires the 3. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wells kicks to Johnson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have a lead.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now, here's Wells. 5 points in the game. Offensive rebound. Howell passes to Wells, and the 3-ball is good. Wells has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Cincinnati.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Back to Garland. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Garland's got his 3rd basket of the night. Now Johnson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, here's Garland. He has 7. 12 seconds left in the first. And that one drops. Garland's got 9.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with stops.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lions lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cincinnati.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
They got Olajuwon. DeBusschere is out there with Rizichet. And Murray Boyles in at the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Well, Cincinnati shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pass to Robinson, stolen by DeBusschere. Here's Murray Boyle, guarded by Robinson. Olajuwon against Reed. Olajuwon, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is knocked right up on him. Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
McGrady left side. Cooper kicks to McGrady. Robinson sets a screen for McGrady. Driving inside. The shot's good. McGrady's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lions.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Olajuwon against Robinson. A nice shot by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 16 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand. You need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. He hits the second from the line. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. McGrady passes to Robinson. Here's Cooper. Reed, bounce pass. And here we go. Rizashay's got it. The fast break chance. Murray Boyle with the bucket.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
For Cincinnati, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. McGrady outside. Sinks the triple. 11 points in the game.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
We want to get loud, and we got the perfect.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Pass to DeBush. Some nice passing by New York here. There's Olajuwon. Clock at 6. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Good D by Olajuwon. For the Lions, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans. Pass to Rizashay. Olajuwon against Robinson. Olajuwon, no luck.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Here's McGrady. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw, no good for McGrady.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Olajuwon with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Olajuwon, the pass to Boucher. Here's Rizashay. New York missing again. Cincinnati leading by 6. There's a screen by Robinson. Rizashay with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. Boucher, the pass to DeBusschere. Misses from short range. The Lions have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And finished off by Robinson.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Here's Boucher. Still scoreless. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Robinson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
This looks like it's going to be a big night for him.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams making some changes here. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Lions.
And they haven't been able to exploit the 3 from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
Here is DeBusschere. They need this. Good on the jump shot.
And coaches love to see points coming from an inbounds play. That's why you practice them.
Pass to Robinson. McGrady against Garland. McGrady outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Garland. A shot by McGrady, no good. Knicks trail by 8. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Here's DeBusschere. And Dave DeBusschere with the slam.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a 3-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
The Knicks shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. And here's Garland for 3. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Lions. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Well, let's also give some credit to the defense. They made shooters uncomfortable, and they didn't allow many second chance points.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back to you guys.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
A pass to DeBusschere. Shot clock at 6. Now Pietrus. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady.
The first half, 2 minutes.
There's a screen by Robinson. Inside. And the dunk by Robinson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
DeBusschere with the screen. And here's Garland for 3. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
We haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
And a fast break now for New York. That one good for 2.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's Howell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Garland, the pass to Wolf. For 3. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Wells sets the pick for Johnson. McGrady outside. Into the lane. Pass to Howell. Johnson for 3. They get it back. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 9.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
McGrady against Garland. It's hauled in by McGrady. McGrady's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And so it's Cincinnati closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Number 3. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Well, I think for the Knicks, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast?
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Lions.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make or miss league, and that's mostly true.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Here's McGrady. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And the Lions looking at who they've got out there. Reed out there with Robinson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Havlicek in at the 3. Pass to Boosie. Some nice passing by New York here. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. McGrady outside. Johnson right side. Here's Boosie. Nothing on the board. Elijah on the pass to Boosie. Robinson with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Read a screen. Poke loose. Pass to Boosie. Lets the 3 fly. Havlicek with the rebound. Cincinnati leading by 20. To the paint, tries from 10.
18 foul. David Robinson, third personal foul.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Boosie. Here is Elijah. Started by Robinson. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Robinson, and Robinson is right there. Robinson's got the first bucket of the third here for the Lions.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Here's Elijah. It's rebounded by David Robinson.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Ofer to start the half.
Here's McGrady. Knicks with the rebound. Pass to Boosie. Now DeBusschere. Covered by Johnson. Back to DeBusschere. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ricochet. Offline with his 3.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Pass to Robinson. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and re-space, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific. Olajuwon can't hit. For Cincinnati, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Johnson outside. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Back to Johnson. And here's Reed. He has 6. Puts it up from 17. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Pass to Boosie. Outside, Olajuwon. Over Robinson. Money from the wing. Olajuwon's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
Well, you can see over the top of the defense like that, you have a huge advantage. What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
New York moving the ball around. Pass to Murray Boyles. Lets it go with the 3. Havlicek with the rebound. For Cincinnati, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Can't get it to fall. New York's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now, here is Olajuwon. Guarded by Robinson. Here's Cooper. The kick out to Havlicek. Reed a screen. Down low. Stolen away. On the wing. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Reed's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Johnson outside. Havlicek with it. He has yet to score. Robinson down low. The shot comes out. The Knicks shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. To the middle. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Team getting sharper every time out.
Wells, he's checked in for Cincinnati. Cincinnati on D. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Ricochet.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Pass to Cooper. Now, here is Robinson. Johnson outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Johnson's got 6.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Petrus sets the screen for Rizashay. Shoots over Wells, and that one's good. Rizashay.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
They get it again. Reed. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
Now, here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. To the left side wing. They swipe it. Robinson a screen on Petrus. Kicks it out to Johnson. Drops in the tray. 9 points in the game so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Cincinnati?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, it can be intimidating when you can't find any daylight, and that's been the case here. Disruptive defensively, blocking shots, altering shots, a real factor.
Robinson misses. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
And the Lions decide to take their first time out here. The Knicks making a switch here. DeBusschere is checked in. The Lions changing it up. Howell comes in for Robinson. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Cooper. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Cincinnati. McGrady kicks to Wells. Tracy McGrady on the wing, guarded by Garland. Pass to Howell. Just 3 to shoot, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Here is Petrus. Garland with the screen for Petrus. Now DeBusschere. The three-pointer off the mark.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Reed misses. The Knicks shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Here's Garland. 2 points. That one goes. Garland's got 11 points.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
McGrady against Garland. There's the triple. Here's Howell. And it's in. Here's the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so it's Cincinnati rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. They've got Garland. Michael Petrus is out there with Mix. And there's Anderson, and it's Mack in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Well, Cincinnati shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Atkins, guarded by Garland. Here's Russell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
The three from Garland. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Wells passes to Atkins. Back to Wells. And it starts that time on the assist by Wells.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Matt, covered by Wells. And Matt kicks to Garland. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Screened by Russell. Here's Howell, and he dunks it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Another miss by Garland.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
Now, Wells starts, kicks to Russell. Here's Howell. Here's Starks. The rebound by Anderson.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Ward, he's checked in for Michael Petrus. And Cincinnati making a change here as well. Cooper, he's checked in for Russell. For Cincinnati, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Starts the pass to Howell. Here's Atkins. Cincinnati again missing. Now here's Matt. Covered by Wells. Pass to Garland. That three off the mark. Here's Atkins. Guarded by Garland. Starks. The rebound by Anderson. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Count that one. Anderson's got his first basket of the night. Well, Cincinnati shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Atkins. He's covered by Matt. Pass to Cooper. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Garland with the bucket.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
And the Lions call time here. Trey Jones is checked in for Cincinnati. Howell passes to Cooper. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Jones kicks to Howell. Here's Starks. That shot, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside, Jones. Garland with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. Olajuwon's checked in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Cincinnati. Jones, the pass to Howell. Here's Cooper. Pass to Howell. 6 to shoot. Here's Robinson. That shot off. Good D by Olajuwon. Here's Ward. He's guarded by Cooper. Ward misses. For Cincinnati, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Bounce pass Robinson. To the paint. Here's Howell. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Outside Garland. Driving to the basket. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Jones kicks to Robinson. For Cincinnati, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Anderson's shot is off. Cincinnati has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ward. Pass to Olajuwon. Robinson with the block. And here's Jones. Here's Cooper. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is, I promise you that.
Jones, no luck. Here's Ward. Anderson the screen. Outside Garland. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Pass to Howell. Robinson a screen on Anderson. Going inside. Can they get it? And Robinson with the layup.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lions.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Robinson.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Garland the pass to Wolf. Now here's Petrus. Here's Murray Boyle. Misses the three.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Robinson sets a screen for McGrady. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Murray Boyle. Garland against McGrady. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by Cincinnati. It's the Lions picking up the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tracy McGrady.
to